ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we start a new journey, and it is with Manchester City. Big difference from our previous beta save. Hopefully, this goes a little bit better. Now, the reason why I chose them is because they're fully licensed in the game, and of course, they've got the man, Erling Haaland. Now, it's also not me, it's the Pebble, as you can see, has taken over control of Manchester City, and we'll see how we get on. That's an interesting logo. Yeah, so we're just going to see how things go, really, with Man City. Going to manage them as we do. We've obviously got the lineup there. Haaland looking as good as ever. Hopefully, we'll have a bit more options when it comes to picking transfers, that sort of thing. So that would be quite nice. But yeah, I think generally pretty excited about this one. Hopefully we'll be able to have a good look around. We'll get a save in. There's the Crystal Palace save that didn't quite go to plan. If you haven't seen that, go check that little series out. But yeah, look at that, man. He is the Pebble. Interesting. Yeah, generally though, how are we going to look with tactic wise? Well, I think we've got to go for the control possession, right? Because that's the Man City way. I think we go for 4-3-3, at least to start with, because I am kind of interested to move to 3 at the back and have really attacking fullbacks like Cancelo getting so far forward with maybe 3 strikers. But initially, we'll stick with 4-3-3, and we can obviously then maneuver things depending on if we're able to sign anyone. Now, looking at the inbox as well, we've also got the number of fans. So we've got core fans, 32%, 6% hardcore, high influence, the fans. So we want to keep them on side where we can. Fair weather, 22% are fair weather fans and 19% casual. Not amazing. Play attacking football, develop players using the youth system, sign high reputation players, and do not sign players over the age of 28. All pretty happy with that. Become the most reputable club in England, work within the wage budgets. Absolutely no problem. So generally, I think that is pretty much it. Let's take a look at the squad then. What have we got in this first team? So Zach Steffen is actually out on loan at Middlesbrough, so we'll take him out of that first team because there's no point having him in there. Iango Herrera as well, he's out on loan. So's Nahal Bustos, he's out, and Tedic, so he can go as well. So it's not a massive squad when you look at it, but a lot of players who can play in a lot of positions. And obviously, Erling Haaland, who just is incredible. I don't really know what else to say about him. He's just so good. Just look at it. He's valued at £219 million. He's just a beast, isn't he? If I don't win the league with him, what am I going to do? Sergio Gomez, we're not going to have him out on loan because that's a bit silly considering he's one of our few left backs. Kyle Walker, though, obviously still very good, even at the age of 32. Very, very pacey still. Obviously, we've also got the absolute monster that is Kevin De Bruyne. Still a phenomenal player. And obviously, then also Phil Foden, who's a very exciting young player, 22 years old and growing exponentially. Budget-wise, £102 million. So there is room to bring in a few players, let's say, and hopefully there'll be players that we exactly want in the team. Of course, their academy is still very, very good as well. We can see that Cole Palmer's one that can absolutely could be playing in the Premier League already, just maybe not in this side. Morgan Rogers isn't bad either. You've got a few more players out on loan like Liam Delap and stuff. So there's plenty of players there. And then as well in the under 18s, there's a few more players that we might want to keep an eye out for. Max Alleyne came from Southampton. So that's one that I have been aware of previously. Obviously, Saints signed a few of their players, so you never know. They might be coming in for a few more. Finance-wise, though, yeah, like I say, there's a lot of money available, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Our first game of the season is the Community Shield, which we will jump in and play in today's episode. But first off, I'll fly through the friendlies, see if we can sign anyone, and give you an update on all of that once we get there. But with that said, it'll be good to get out there and take a look at what sort of options we've got. Maybe sign a couple of youngsters, exciting stuff. We'll see. But I'll see you in just a sec once we've got to the Community Shield. Here we are then. We are back for the first game of the season. Well, first competitive game. It's the Community Shield. We're taking on Liverpool, and it's at the King Power Stadium. I didn't know that was where it was this season. Apparently it was. I don't believe it, but there you go. Liverpool, but let me know in the comments if it was, because I've got no idea. So, like I say, taking on Liverpool. Pre-season's gone well. We drew against ourselves. Then beat Hamburg 1-0, Derby 2-0, Notts County 3-1. Granted, not real competition. A non-league club and a League One side. So not ideal warm-up. Just similar to the Crystal Palace say, they just gave us some rubbish old games. But I'm still feeling confident. Erling Haaland's been banging them in. Got a hat-trick in the Notts County game, which is good. This is the formation we're going with. It's a 5-2-2-1 controlled possession. So we've got plenty of players in the middle of the park. We've got left wing back, right wing back, and plenty of new players who I'm going to show you right now. And you might have got a sneak peek of another one. So first off to note is we've had no outgoings as of yet as to who we are. Only loans of the younger players. Now, incoming, we've had some fun. Job Bellingham is one player that's come in. He will be in our under-21 side. Why I bought him? Because Jude's come in as well. There you go. That's pretty much it. 16-year-olds. Hopefully, Job will be as good as his brother Jude, who we have brought in. Absolute steal, I'd say, because he is fantastic. You can't really argue with that, can you? 19 years old, looks phenomenal. And sitting in the middle of the park, absolutely lovely stuff. And then we've also just signed Luca Netz for £20 million. The wing back from Freiburg, I think it was. Borussia Mönchengladbach, sorry. Should have really known that. Why aren't these up to where I wanted them to be? Anyway, yeah. So I think he's a great young fullback, 19 years old player that can certainly develop. We've obviously still got Cancelo, who can play on that left wing, but also Sergio Gomez will play there as well. So the idea is that Cancelo maybe plays some of the bigger games if needed, but I'm hoping Netz and Gomez can kind of do the role as well as they can. And then we can possibly slot Kyle Walker in at centre half, which is kind of what I'm looking to do with the kind of three at the back. He can play that wing wide centre back role, and it also gives a bit of pace on the counter attack as well. Although to be fair, Akanji's not slow. Ruben Diaz isn't that slow, and Ake as well. It's got a bit of pace about him, so not too concerned on that front. But we'll stick with this team at the moment. Ederson in goal, Akanji, Diaz and Ake at the back. Walker and Netz playing in the fullback roles. De Bruyne and Bellingham in midfield, with Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden just in front or just behind the man himself, Erling Haaland. We've got Rodri and Calvin Phillips are both learning how to be centre-backs, wide centre-backs, so that they can play in that role as well as centre midfield. And of course, we've got a good, strong bench. Cole Palmer's also come onto the bench as well. Sergio Gomez will be missing out today, but hey-ho, shit happens. So, with that, let's get straight into the game. Give Luca Netz a number, and we can get started. Am I feeling confident? Not massively, because like I say, we didn't really test ourselves in pre-season. I tried to arrange another friendly, but no one was really wanting it, and it just didn't really work. Maybe a bug, not sure. But like I say, happy with the kind of lineup. Look, that's my first. I haven't noticed that before. Look at the size of him. He's like 7 feet tall, and he's going to stand out. So hopefully we have a lot of fun, and it's our first chance at a trophy. So hopefully we can get that, and we can see the Pebble doing bits, celebrating. But Netz clears that one well. It does fall to Virgil van Dijk though, as Robertson looks round the corner to Luis Diaz. Akanji gets there, and Walker now is able to kind of pick that up. Right then, what can we do here? The control possession, obviously, it's Man City. We should be able to keep the ball really nicely. And with kind of the packed out midfield we've got and the overlaps, hopefully that will work excellently. As Walker Peters, getting it into the Saints' head. Virgil van Dijk's fouled Bernardo Silva, apparently. Looked like a clean challenge to me, but we'll take it. It's a penalty, and it's got to be him. It is. It's Haaland who's going to step up to take this. Can he put us 1-0 up in the first 5 minutes against Liverpool? And he does. Of course he does. What a silly question. The man of the hour, the man, the legend, got no more words for him. I don't know what to say. He's just that good. How many goals is he going to get this season? We've seen that he breaks the game, apparently, according to the devs, according to a lot of people who've already played a few seasons as well in the game. He's banging in the goals, but will he do it for us? I hope so. Kevin De Bruyne to step up for this free kick. Can we win the Champions League as well, which is a big one? Not quite able to put it in from the free kick, and I have no idea how they've kept that out, actually. It's just been stopped on the line. Maybe because it deflected off Diaz, I think it said. But hey-ho, we're looking good so far, let's say that. I mean, I think bringing Bellingham in is just a hell of a signing. I mean, he's perfect to sit in there behind Foden. He's English as well, which is great for the numbers on that front, and he could be around for a long old time. Robertson looking to take this throw in from the wing. Oh, and the other player we've also signed, who I didn't even mention, but you might have seen, is Youssoufa Moukoko. We've also brought him in for something like £40 million. We know how good he's going to get and is. So we've kind of raided Dortmund this summer. Bellingham, Haaland obviously coming in a bit before, and then Moukoko, who will be coming in January. So we've got a little bit of time without him to start with. Alvarez can still stake a place. We have got another formation that we might be using when Moukoko comes in and gets a bit more game time. He'll be playing next to Haaland. In a 2 up top. It's basically the same formation, but one of the attacking midfielders goes up top next to Haaland instead. And I think that might be just for games that we should be winning easily. Gets another striker on the field and very attacking. And he's kind of a backup as well if Haaland does end up leaving. But hopefully not, as we've just scored a second there. So beautifully done. Salah not able to keep hold of it. It's Jude Bellingham, just a little dink over the top to Haaland, who gets there, slots it in. It's easy stuff for him. I'm enjoying this a lot more than the Palace save. I'm just saying. Granted, these are a lot better players and we should be winning games, but we're doing really well against Liverpool at the moment. As we're getting closer and closer to half-time, 8 minutes to go, and Haaland, Virgil van Dijk has had a mare there, and Haaland's just first half hat-trick against Liverpool in his first game in the Community Shield. What a man. That is insane. I mean, he can't be that good, can he? In this game? I mean, look at him. He just runs towards him. He's like, no, no, thanks, Virgil. I'm just going to do this on my own. I don't need... Who is it? Phil next to him? Smashes it in. 3-0 before half-time. Liverpool haven't had a sniff of the ball. We have been phenomenal. I'm trying not to get too excited because it is very, very exciting. Now, the other thing is, do we bring Alvarez in now, or do you give Erling another couple of minutes on the pitch? I can't believe some of his points have gone down. It's disgusting. Or do we leave Erling on? I mean, he scored 3 goals with 3-0 up at half-time. I don't want to necessarily change too much. We've got 6 subs, apparently. So we could practically make all subs on the bench other than 1, which is a bit weird. They might as well have made it 7. But I think to start with, we'll just go into the second half as we were, get the boys out there. They reacted well to whatever the team talk was. Haaland's obviously causing absolute chaos for Virgil and Konate back there. They're hating every moment of it, as Nets is going to take this corner. He's going to whip it in, and who's he going to find in there? Konate heads clear, so no one. But Phil Foden finds Nets again, who's got another opportunity. This time he's going to run in. Is he going to shoot? He does. It's blocked. He's hit the post on this second attempt, and then it's clear as Mohamed Salah is going to try and chase that, but doesn't quite get there. Arthur has come on for Harvey Elliott for Liverpool. Maybe looking for a bit more experience in there in the centre of midfield, but so far we're doing well. Robertson with a free kick, their first attack really we've seen of the game, and it's been dealt with all right. Haaland is just everywhere, Plays it back to Ederson, who looks wide to Nets, who's going to bring that down nicely. Back into Jude Bellingham. He's going to find De Bruyne this time, who looks across to Bernardo Silva. Again, he's going to drive a little bit forward. Can he find someone? No, not quite, as Virgil tackles him, but he does keep hold of the ball. He rides the challenge well and stays on his feet. Bellingham finds Nets, who's taken a touch round Gomez, who's through on goal, and it's a great save by Adrian to keep it at 3-0 on the hour mark. I think we're going to take Haaland off after this corner because there is no need for him to be on the pitch any longer. Bernardo Silva with the delivery in. It's headed away by Konate. I'm going to do it now so I don't miss any time. Alvarez is going to come on. We're also going to bring on Grealish, I think, for Phil Foden. Why not? And Calvin Phillips, you're going to come on for Kanji at right centre-back because that is going to be his new position. I'm not going to play him centre midfield. I'm going to be playing him right wide centre-back because it's all about being on the ball. He's got decent crossing. So from the wide position, from deep, he's able to push up, support the wing-backs, get those balls into the box. And there we go. I think we're almost at the end. We might as well make a couple more subs at this point. João Cancelo come on for Kyle Walker. Riyad Mahrez on for Bernardo Silva. And let's bring on Cole Palmer for Jude Bellingham in centre midfield as the Mazzala. So you can get forward and have a bit of fun on there. But a couple of minutes to go. We're going to run down that clock. And there it is. 3-0. Look how big he is. Oh, phenomenal stuff. We've got our first trophy in Football Manager, and it was with Man City, of course. Nice, and I think that's fair to say that we should be getting at least one trophy this season. Oh my God, look at the orange trousers and the blue shoes with the pink puffer jacket. Oh, phenomenal. But the boys love it. Look at that little giddy jump someone did. But yeah, he's a giant. He's massive. And it's a shield. Actually a shield for Community Shield. Who did the cartwheel? Was that Kanji? Christ. There you go. Great win. Great result in the first episode. Things are looking a lot better. And hopefully we can take that into the rest of the season. Haaland with a hat-trick to get us that win. Ended up being really, really easy in the end. Awesome. Awesome result. Fantastic win. A few medals, 18 medals being handed out, which is nice. Get boys medals. Haaland it's just ridiculous. Haaland got a hat-trick in his first game. And I'm not going to be surprised if he gets a few more than that. So we'll have to see how he gets on. But we will leave it there for now. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and of course, make sure you stick around for more of the Man City FM23 beta save. We'll be doing this for a little while. And I will catch you in the next one.